So if you're not giving your body the right signals, how would you expect the results you want?
So the best way to send signals is to do something consistently. Let's start building up muscle, let's start strengthening your bones, and let's start building up.
More about that on today's episode. Hey and welcome to today's competence video with us at Goat Sports. My name is Adrian and together with me is my colleague, Coach Martin. So Martin, today we're going to talk a little bit about bodily signals. And that sounds very abstract, so we're going to try to simplify it a little bit. But if I just let the question over to you, what is that and what is your take on it?
So if we're talking about maybe muscles and our bones, there's always a few things happening in our body. For example, we have muscle buildup and we have muscle breakdown. We have the same thing for our bones. We have bone buildup and bone breakdown. So there's always stuff going on in our body. And for example, when we go and work out, we start signaling our body to start building muscle and to start building up bone. So we put that signal on ourselves to, okay, our body needs to adapt because we've been putting strain on it. So it starts building muscle and it starts strengthening our bones. But if we don't do anything, I mean, this muscle breakdown is going to be bigger than the muscle buildup. And the same thing goes for the bones. I mean, our bones are going to get weaker if we don't do anything, that we don't put any strain or like pressure on our bones. So that's one context of it.
Great insights, but does that have to do with like the amount of sessions, or is one session enough, or is it specific exercises, or how does it work? Like what sends signals the best way?
So the best way to send signals is to do something consistently, because if you only send the signal if you go to work out one time, how can you expect any results in long term? It's a constant process in our body, so you have to be very consistent with your training. You don't have to go every single day, but you can go 2 to 3 times a week, and you will get that signal to, okay, let's start building up muscle, let's start strengthening your bones, and let's start building up.
All right, well then technically, and I'm gonna go against a couple of grains, but then whatever training we choose to do, especially in the beginning, we should kind of stick to the same routine, at least for a period, because then our body learns to interpret those signals and actually get some results from it. So if I change exercise every other day completely, that means that my body will have a hard time, am I correct?
Yeah, in some ways, because it's also a hard time how to continue challenging yourself. If you're always doing different things, how do you know if you're getting better? But if you're doing the same exercise, maybe, okay, last time I did 10 kilos, next workout I can do 12, then you're doing slightly more. It's an easier way to track the progress as well.
And that kind of goes the same way when we train our clients and we want them to be a little bit more flexible. We give them a stretch program usually, and we always tell them do this a couple of times a day. So it's like stretching for 1 hour is not necessarily better than sending the signals a couple of times a day. So they do like a few stretches in the morning, some maybe at lunch, when they get home from work or school, and then again before they go to bed. So that continuously signal sending will actually build up to a better consistency and therefore better results, correct?
Yeah.
Very nice. So besides just working out, is there other things that can send signals to our body to like help develop?
Yeah. So we want to send positive signals to our body to develop. So one of that is like good nutrition. If you've been working out, you want to send signals with, okay, I'm eating good proteins, good fats, good carbs, so that your body has stuff to work with. And the same goes with sleep. I mean, are you getting enough sleep so that you have the right amount of recoveries to rebuild and regenerate?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because then that means, well, we have a couple of other senses as well that helps us. So if we're actually outside, maybe in nature, where we have a natural positive effect on us, will that help with my, physiology?
Absolutely. I mean, the sunlight has a huge impact on our bones. So if we're not getting enough vitamin D from the sun, it's a hard time for our body to build up and strengthen our bones.
I love that we're going into this, because that means that sometimes out of all these things that can send signals, people will choose one, not do the rest.
Yeah.
And kind of get a little bit sick and tired that they haven't gotten the results they actually want.
Yeah.
So they would go to the gym, they would really strain themselves maybe for an hour, and then they'll go right back in front of a screen and then do nothing. Maybe
Yeah.
not even eat good nutrition, maybe not even sleep enough, and so on. But they have a track record that I go to the gym every other day.
I mean, there's more stuff we can do to get better results. I mean, if we want to do the best, we have to look at all of the whole picture.
Well, then a personal question.
Yeah.
If you would get to choose then to do like one or two really well or do all of them a little better, what would you choose?
I would choose to do all of them a little better. Yeah.
That always helps doing
exactly.
more. What's important for us to take with us is that it's not only just one thing, it's accumulating a bunch of positive signals towards our body, towards our results, and towards anything we want to actually get better at and developing. So it's not only being at the gym, it's everything else. So keep on sending those positive signals in order for the body to understand what is it we want. It's one thing of saying that I want to get trained and then never doing it, and it's another thing saying I want to get trained and actually go and train and then actually filling the body with good nutrition, good recovery, and so on. So stay tuned for more of our competence videos. Follow us on all our platforms, and until next time, take care.
Nice.
That's a wrap. All right,
Good one.
Really, I just wish we could like reach out more, you know?
Exactly. I mean, we have the Goatness app where we have everything for the positive signals to our body.
We can create habits.
Yeah. I mean, you can create workouts. We have the workout library. We have our daily workouts you can follow and do every day.
They got the meals.
Yeah,
They
our daily
don't even
meal.
have to choose all of them. Choose one, like a breakfast or a dinner or something.
You can create a habit where you go and go out and see the sun once a day. I mean,
Something like that.
yeah.
We even have the reflection part, so you can see if you've actually done something that day or need to plan it in for the next day.
yeah. So
I know.
the Goatness app, I mean.
All they have to do is
Exactly.
go into where the apps are and download it.
Yeah.
Start today.